that is the biggest thing to me. I think maybe one of the biggest things, I completely agree with you, is to have an audience that comes for the creator, not the content.
Yes.
So like, and I think building that is tough. So that's why, like with me, I answer every comment I get, except for the ones except for the ones that are trolling me and just insulting me. Those I won't answer. But like everyone else who's giving me even honest criticism where they're respectful, I will answer that. But like if they just say like, "Hey, you're stupid," I won't answer it. But like if they say something like, "Hey, I love this movie. Like I wanted to talk about this," I'll answer it and talk about it with them. So like I do it because I engage, and I think you build that trust and rapport because I actually like it. I mean, I'm with you, so I like talking. That's why I did it. I did the channel. I made it because I wanted to talk about movies and put my opinion out there.
And I was thinking about it earlier today because I knew we were going to talk about this episode. Mm-hmm. It's called social media for a reason. Like social. you need to be social with people. You need to, if you want to be, successful with what you're doing, you need to respond. And that's something that I've been working on lately. Like I made a separate Instagram just for my gaming, just so I could put clips and stuff on there.
I got to follow you then.
Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in watching Fortnite clips, shameless plug, Nick's IRL Games. So
okay, I'll look at Nick's IRL Games. I'll look
yeah, but like, I literally just started it, so I'm trying to grow it, and I do this with all of my YouTube videos, and especially like Twitch. I mean, live streaming is basically just like entertaining and interacting with people. But I respond to every comment, just like what you're saying, and I've started like, even if somebody, because it's new, and I don't think this is a bad thing, whether you're a new page, a new channel, a new stream, whatever it may be, or if you've been there for a while, like I respond to people, and like people that have been following me early on, I literally send them a message. I say, "Hey, thank you for following me. Like, nice. I really appreciate it." Just stuff like that. And it's kind of like a thing that I've heard Gary Vee. You know who Gary Vee is?
I don't think so.
It's like a social media like guru guy. He's got a lot of good insights.
Okay.
And yeah, that's something that he talks about. Like a lot of like you need to be responsive with your people, right. With your following and stuff like that. And once you get like too big time for people, like people aren't dumb. They can sense that.
Right.
And like, I want to be genuine and interact with people. And whether it's the first person or the 100,000th person, that's so hard to say.
100,000th person.
Thank you.
That is really hard though.
That's
you have to really take your time with it.
Yes, I definitely screwed that up on more than one syllable.
It's totally okay. I mean, it's a hard phrase.
Yeah, man. Say
hard
10
string
times
of
fast.
words.
But regardless of who it is, like just the fact that people took time out of the day and they hit follow or they hit subscribe or, they chime in and have something to say. I think that's really cool. And I think that is social media-ing when you can call somebody to give you some sort of interaction.
Right. And you have to be smart about it too, in a sense. Like there is a line to that, I would say, because, I've gotten some weird messages, I would say, and some things where I just ignore it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. When people follow you on other platforms, but like the relationships I have built with people, like through my YouTube channel, I trust. Like I said, I'll bounce ideas off them.
Sure.
So like I have probably maybe 3 to 4 that I like really like are really engaged and answer and watch every video, comment on every video. So I know them, and on Instagram, most of the time I'll follow the person back if I know who it is.
Yep.
So like I message them, I'm like, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. As a viewer, would you like this or would you like this?" And they'll give me their honest opinion, and it's like respectful. They're never mean about it. They're like, I would like that, or no, I don't think I would. And then I trust it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, that's kind of like a test audience.
It's like your core audience as well. You know, it's the people that helped get you started, and kind of, especially, I am very thankful for like the first few people that ever followed me on YouTube or subscribed on YouTube. The first few people that followed me on Twitch, because they're the people that give you like an idea of like, okay, I'm doing something right at least. And then, those people can help guide you and steer you in the right direction. So it's good to, take their advice as well as critiques.
And I think maybe the biggest thing as we wrap this up, and there's a lot we've covered, I think, but one of the biggest things is, unless you're playing some sort of caricature or a comedy sketch, be yourself.
Yes.
Don't be something you're not, and don't express opinions that are. One thing I think is very, very tempting and easy to do is to fall into peer pressure.
Sure.
So like, and I'll do this a lot of times. I'll throw out there like a little bit of a caveat or something along those lines, like preparing people for what I'm about to say. Like if I'm watching a movie and I'm about to review it, and I know people love it and I hated it, I will say this is not going to be my most popular review, but this is my honest opinion. I know I'm going to get hit with the dislikes. I know I'm going to get a lot of people pissed at me. But I wouldn't be able to live with it if I sat there and lied to be like, this movie's great. and I hated it. You know what I mean? One example, Shape of Water was one that won Best Picture. Was it last year? It was either last year or the year before. And won Shape of Water. I hate The Shape of Water. I think it's probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And it won Best Picture. People are not happy that I said that, but I did not like it at all. And I love the director and his previous work, but I hated that movie. So I mean, I understand the artsiness of it, but it's not for me. But basically, be yourself, right?
Yeah,
be yourself,
sure.
and don't be something you're not. And like you said, if you want to build that relationship and that rapport, people can smell, they can sense dishonesty,
for sure,
fakeness. You know, for lack of a better term, they can sense that insincerity. So it's such a big thing.